Alright, good morning guys. It is Sunday morning. It is 11:30 and I just made myself some of this. I made a big batch. If you guys watched my video yesterday, I made a big batch of cabbage and sausage and I've just been eating off of it. I had it for lunch, I had it for supper. I'm having it for lunch today. Probably have it for supper later. I want to get it eaten up so that it doesn't go to waste, obviously. I don't know how it would be putting it in the freezer. I may put a little bit in just to see how that goes, and then I'll know for next time. And I have right here some of my homemade iced tea that I made. Yeah. And then I forgot that I had lemons that I had dehydrated when I had my dehydrator. So I used that. And Missy's always down at my feet. That kitty's there. This is how Sunday's going. She's just got up, but she wanted to rub on my feet. And then there's that one there. That chair, actually, my sister was going to throw out. It was my niece's. I don't know if it's like because one of the arm is kind of broke and whatnot, but and I think there was one of the legs missing underneath, so I just unscrewed the other 3 legs, brought it home. It's kind of like dirty, like looking, just because she's had it since she was little, and there's been things that were spilt on it, but I gave it a good wash down. Sassy. I gave it a good wash down, and I vacuum it every once in a while. But I said, I'm going to take that for my kitty cats, because they would love it. And of course, they do. So, that's one of their beds. And then, of course, the back of the couch is another place that they like to sleep. Hey, Mo? Hey, Misty Mo? Yeah, or likes to have her chin. So my son just left. He went next door. My niece has a friend up, so they're gone to play outside. And I just figured I'd pop in because I wanted to have a vlog for today, so I'll start it off here. A couple people asked to see my binder right here. I just put Holly's Frugal Book. It's got all my budgeting and all that stuff in it. I looked to see because I was sure that I had made a video on that, but I can't find anything of the sort. So I know I have a video on this binder over here, which used to be this binder, but then I converted everything into this one. And yeah, I gotta clean that up. I don't know what the heck that is. The cat must have puked. Gross. So anyways, the things that you notice when you got the camera out, like I'd never noticed that until now. So yeah, I'm gonna do a tour on this for you guys. You guys already seen this one. This is like my recipe binder. If I think of it, I will link it in the description, so you guys can go check that out if you are interested. Today I will film a separate video on just this binder and talk a bit about how I organized that one and where I got the supplies and whatnot for it. And I am just in the process of writing down different vlogs that I want to make and things like that. And then I also have this is what I want to stock up on starting on the 20th, which, well, I say the 20th, but we get paid on Friday, which is the 18th. I have to go through and make a list of, see, this was my stock up originally just for the bathroom stuff. And I have to go through, and I started making a list of, like, because I wanted to start with the bathroom and get that done. And then that way that's done and out of the way, and then I can move on to, like, food, different kind of food and stuff. And the way things are going, I will be able to start stocking up on food on May 20th. So I will talk about this in a little bit. First, I'm going to go finish eating, and then I will be back to chat some more. Alright, so there is supper tonight. I didn't put very much thought into it. I've been kind of working on things. I'm at my computer here, and I've just got a gazillion things all over the place. And yes, I'm sitting down to eat. So, basically, what I did was this morning I had taken out some sausage because I was going to fry that up, but it was completely frozen and I couldn't do anything with it, so I just left it and it thawed, and I was able to cut them into like patties and fry those up. So I'm going to let those completely cool, and then I'm going to bag them up like individual, a few different bags. And then whenever we want or need sausages, I can just pull them out. Like tomorrow morning, for instance, I'm going to keep one out. I have one egg left. I'm going to make Riley a breakfast sandwich. And I have to get some more eggs, but he had one this morning, but it didn't have any meat on it. And so anyways, I just decided, you know what, he come home, it was like 3 o'clock, he was hungry, and I was sitting here all day, and I just haven't really thought of anything to cook for supper. So I was like, you know what, I'll just fry up some chicken nuggets and some french fries, and I fried up some of that, and I gave him a little piece, and I took a little piece as well. So just a random little supper. It's nothing like I usually cook, but it's totally fine, I think, to take the day off from huge cooking. So anyways, I got some hot sauce on mine. That's what that orange is. And Riley had a barbecue sauce. He didn't want it, so I'm going to just eat it up and whatever. So that's what's going on. After I'm done my supper, I think I will give you guys a tour of this binder. But that's going to be like a separate video because I'll probably be talking and it'll be long, so that video will come out probably either before or after this video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. And then I still have to work on my stock up items and stuff. I did the bathroom over here, but this is like food, and it's good because now that you can order your groceries online at Walmart, you can actually go and see like the prices of things, which is pretty awesome. So that's kind of what I was doing. I kind of know the prices of things, but certain things just not sure of everything. So anyways, I'm gonna quit my yapping and I'm gonna go eat, and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm about to end today's vlog, but I figured I would show you guys what I was working on. I sat down earlier to make a video and show you guys my binder, and I got to like 17 minutes and the phone ran out of space, and for some reason it did not save the video, so I just gave up, and I will make a new one on another day. So this is what I have. I've just been working on it and playing my game and watching some YouTube videos. It is almost 10 o'clock at night. So, yeah, just 1 second here. I just want to make that. So basically what I did was, tomorrow is the 14th. We already took some pork chops out there in the fridge, kind of just marinating. I put a D there because that's a dialysis day, which means we're gone from morning till it's time to pick up the kids. Usually Mondays and Tuesdays I get a break from driving them because I usually drive them Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Drive them and pick them up. My son and my niece. And usually my brother-in-law does it on like Monday and Tuesdays. And he just texted me a while ago and asked if I could pick them up. So, which kind of sucks because on dialysis days, that means that I have like an hour of waiting around to do after dialysis. So it's fine and dandy if we have something to do, but usually we don't. So, and I'm trying to stay out of the store so that I don't spend any money. And I find I sound like a dude or something. Like my voice is so deep right now. I don't understand. I'm going to start taking some more Buckleys later because I just don't want this cold or whatever it is to come back. So anyways, tomorrow's the 14th. So I cooked up some sausages earlier. I don't know if I showed you guys that or not. But I cooked up some sausages. So there's one egg left. I'm going to make Riley an egg McMuffin in the morning. And I usually just have coffee or whatever. For lunches, I'm going to make sandwiches. I'm going to make him a sandwich for his lunch, and I'm going to make a sandwich to bring with me because I usually end up getting hungry. So that's going to be like my breakfast. Lunch is going to be a sandwich, and then for supper we're going to have the pork chops, and we'll just make some rice with some beans when we get home. And then on the 15th, I have a meeting. Again, my brother-in-law was supposed to pick them up, but my meeting is close to the time where the kids are done school. So if I'm done my meeting around the time that I have to pick them up, I will just pick them up. So whatever. And my meeting is at the school. So the 15th. So I wrote pancakes because I don't even know. I thought we had some pancakes left, but I think we used the rest of them the other day. I'll have to check. Breakfast is kind of like, it doesn't really matter because we've got so much, we've usually got toast or cereal or oatmeal or eggs or different things like that. So breakfast is not a big, huge deal. And this is just kind of like an idea. You know, one night I might decide, okay, well, I don't want, meatballs this night, or I want tacos. I'll just switch it up. But more or less, what's here is what we have that I know for sure that I can make meals with. So that's what I kind of based it upon. So I figured, okay, he's gonna have sandwiches that day as well for lunch. I know it kind of gets boring, and I steered away from making sandwiches for lunches this year, but since the new year, since January, I've been sick and all that, and he started school last Tuesday, so I just haven't been getting around to making anything for lunches. So sandwiches is what it is, and he doesn't mind. He likes them. So I have a big thing of ground beef. I'm going to make some meatballs with it and gravy and mashed potatoes that night. I'll do it up in the daytime, and then I can just assemble it when I get home. And then, okay, so like I was saying, I can assemble that when I get home, and we'll have meatballs, gravy and mashed potatoes that night. The 16th is a Wednesday. It's also a dialysis day, which on those days, because we're not here, I try to make things that are easy. So toast for breakfast. For lunch, I'm going to just give him some leftover meatballs, gravy. I keep saying gravy and potatoes. And then for supper, I can just whip up some spaghetti. So that'll be quick and easy. On the 17th, I wrote dance, which that day I don't have to pick up my niece. I just wrote that for my own sake. And then I put cereal for breakfast, another sandwich for lunch, and for supper, not if, I can portion this out, the ground beef that I have for the meatballs, and I'll put a little bit aside for this day in the fridge. Excuse me, this darn throat. I'll put a little bit of weight in the fridge, and then I can make some tacos and homemade mac and cheese on that day since I'm home, and I'll have a little more time to prepare it. And then the 18th, which is Friday, it's payday, and it's also another dialysis day. I wrote oatmeal for breakfast. I have no idea what I'm going to make for lunch, which will probably be another sandwich. And I'm going to cook a pizza for supper. I'll just assemble it all. I'll make the dough in the morning, and I might actually have one in the freezer, so that is kind of like the week's meals. I'm not too concerned about the weekend. I will write it down eventually when I decide what I want to make. But school days, the week is what's the busiest for me. The weekends is just kind of chill. A lot of the times my son is next door, so my mom feeds him, so it's not like I have to make something for supper. Or a lot of times I'll make something for supper and he doesn't come home, so... Anyways, and then down here, I just wrote like meatloaf, shepherd's pie, burgers, pork fajitas, chili over rice, chili fries, burritos, salmon, macaroni, ribs. These are all things that I have in my freezer or potential meals that I can make. So that is why I wrote them there in case one night I decide that there's something that I don't want to make. I can kind of come down here and make something. And the meatloaf is only if I have enough ground beef left from the meatballs. Anyways, sorry to cut this short, but my phone keeps running out of space, so I want to let you guys go, and I will